This is the future.
Today is February 13, 2024. It is 1:10 a.m. I just started editing and I was like, you know what? Let me get some of new recordings out of the way. So what I have here, this video will be focusing on our Port of Pew service. There were some tweets that were coming up regarding Invictus and Harry and Meghan's rebranding of their channel. And late in the afternoon I came across where Meghan had volunteered, and I believe it, what do they, oh, I had, there it is right here. Meghan joined the Southern California project. Okay, so I'll be sharing these. Look at this. I was putting things on the list. These are my cues to where to put whatever tweet that was coming. And I was like, you know what, let me just get it out the way. Tomorrow there will be new tweets. Okay, so I have 5 regarding, I believe there's Invictus, and these are the squad here making fun of Salty Island. And these total to 11 tweets. So let's look at the background. Okay, 746 subscribers, and this I just put on my list, but it's further down. Okay, so there's this here. Update. The office of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, has updated their website, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Check it out, and more information about them and their work has been updated. Okay. Let me pause for a second. Let me go on their website. Okay, so there it is here. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. All right, so we're gonna go over it. It says here, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is a feminist and champion of human rights and gender equity. Her lifelong advocacy for women and girls remain a constant thread in her humanitarian and business ventures. She has been named one of the most influential women in the world in rankings including Time Magazine's Most Influential People, the Financial Times 25 Most Influential Women, Variety, Power of Women, and British Vogue's Vogue 25. Her advocacy work on resilience, equality, and compassion through action has been recognized alongside that of her husband, Prince Harry, with a NAACP President's Award as well as the Robert F. Kennedy Ripple of Hope Award. Born and raised in Southern California, Meghan attended Los Angeles-based all-girls Catholic school Immaculate Heart, which she continued to support as an alumna because moving to Chicago to attend Northwestern University. While there, she double majored in theater. This is the thing many people refuse to understand, refuse to recognize. I've mentioned it so many times in many of my other videos. Not on this channel, but at Pt1 Sussex, was it Pt1 Entertainment? I've mentioned that in some videos, and I believe in one of her birthday videos I had that, okay, where she was on a, what is it, Ferguson, I believe, CBS, a late night, and he had asked her what did she do and things like that, where did she go to school, and she responded. I have the clip. There it is.
What did you study at college?
I double majored theater and international relations, and then I went and worked for the U.S. Embassy for a bit. And
where?
In Argentina, in Buenos Aires.
That's sensational. You speak Spanish?
I do.
Okay, so let's continue. Before moving to Chicago to attend Northwestern University, while there she double majored in theater and international relations and went on to intern at the embassy in Buenos Aires, Argentina, as well as to study abroad in Madrid, Spain. Okay, that part she didn't say, but everything here I believe she said in the late night show. Okay, so let's continue. After graduation, Meghan turned her focus to the entertainment industry, later securing a lead role on the hit series Suits, which she starred in for 7 seasons. Between filming, Meghan traveled to Rwanda, India, and other countries to support humanitarian missions. She served in key roles such as UN Women's Advocate for women's political participation and leadership, a World Vision Global Ambassador, and a leading counselor to One Young World. Meghan also traveled to support the military community on a USO tour, visiting 6 military bases in 7 days, including Brhon, Afghanistan. In 2018, Meghan married Prince Harry, becoming the Duchess of Sussex. So I'm editing this video a couple days after I had already recorded this video, is that I came across some other tweets where people in the UK are upset because Harry and Meghan did not mention the royal family. This part here, where Meghan says, in 2018, Meghan married Prince Harry, becoming the Duchess of Sussex. This was the only part where Meghan sort of makes some sort of a reference to the royal family, okay, to become a duchess. That was it. So they pick up on that. Salty Island pick up on that and were a little bit upset about it. They wanted Harry and Meghan to mention more about the royal family, which they did not. Okay, so I have not edited those videos yet. As you can see, I'm way behind. Alright, so let's continue to the original recording. She has written for a number of publications and created the lifestyle website, The Tig, the Duchess of Sussex guest edited British Vogue in July 2019, which was the fastest selling copy in the magazine's history. She and Prince Harry founded the Archewell Foundation in 2020 to support communities in need in both moments of crisis as well as for long-term aid at the Archewell Foundation. So it seems like, oh yeah, that's it. Archewell Foundation and this website, two different things. All right. So this is their thing. So it seemed like, okay, I didn't even finish with the thing, but it seems like how this is gonna move forward is almost as if like the Tig kind of thing. Let's see. That's my opinion from the beginning, but she write what she needs to write. Okay, at the Archewell Foundation, they are committed to their mission, show up, do good. They hold the value that charitable work should not simply be a handout, but rather a handheld, a phrase Meghan first adopted in supporting UK charity Smart Work, of which she is patron, that support women to enter the workforce. Meghan and her husband also founded and oversees the production company Archewell Productions. In 2022, Meghan launched Archetype, a record-breaking podcast exploring the label that hold women back. Archetypes debuted at #1 in the US, UK, Australia, Ireland, and New Zealand, and topped the chart as the #1 podcast in 47 countries after it first launched. Archetype, I missed it last year, by the way, Meghan, if you're watching my channel. Okay, this would have been something for us in the summer to can't wait every Tuesday or Wednesday. You know, the squad can't wait to listen to it, and then poof, we didn't see it. I know you're busy. I'm just messing with you. All right, but it would be nice if we have that every summer, something to look forward to. As I'm editing this video, a day or two, I believe, after Meghan came with the announcement that she made a deal with Lemonade Media, and this is what I've said couple days before she made it public. All right, so this is what's good when I record those videos on the day of. That way I say whatever's in my mind, and then to see how it and progress the next day. You know, she made public that her Archetype will be Lemonada, I believe they call it Lemonada Media. Okay, I already record that. I believe I recorded yesterday. So after I finish edit this video, I will be editing those other videos in the order that I record them. What I just record right now, as today is the 15th that I'm editing this video, which was originally recorded on the 13th. So I just made a video for today, the 15th, about Invictus. Okay, where Harry and Meghan came out and all of that. So I'm way behind. But the main thing that I try to do is to at least record whatever is going on the day of. That way I keep track of this stuff. But anyway, I'm off topic now. Let's get back to the original recording. The main reason for inserting this was the fact that I'm aware now that I'm editing this video that Harry and Meghan had made a deal with Lemonada Media that will launch the Archetypes. I don't know if they're gonna call it Archetypes still, but they made a deal with Lemonada Media. Okay, let's get back to the original recording. But move at your own pace. We okay with whatever you give us. Okay, a little drop, we fine with it. So let's continue. After its first season, Archetype was awarded the People's Choice Award in the podcast category, as well as the Tracy Award for Best Podcast. She is a New York Times best-selling author, publishing the acclaimed children's book, The Bench and Together, Our Community Kitchens, a collaborative publication with the women of the Hub Community Kitchen in the UK who were displaced after the tragic Grenfell fire. The book debuted as #1 on the UK Sunday Times book list, with proceeds going to the Hub Kitchen. Meghan is a major advocate for mental health, family care, and gender equity. The Duchess hoped to be a cultural catalyst for positive change, reflecting her core belief that representation matters and that communities can be enhanced through learning, healing, and inspirational support. Meghan lives in California with her husband and their children, Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth. Okay, so this is let's see here. Let's navigate. Let's take a scoop. Okay, so this is, let's go into that. What happened? Let me pause. Okay, so I click onto, let me see, I went there and I click onto About. Okay, so the Office of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is shaping the future through business and philanthropy. This includes the Archewell Foundation, Archewell Production, patronages, ventures, and organization which received the support of the couple individually and or together. Okay, learn more. Prince Harry, let's click on it. Okay, let me go back for a second. Let me see if this is what Meghan. Okay, so I read this. I read about Meghan. I was wondering what happened to Harry. What about his resume? All right, so let's go back. There's Prince Harry here. Let's read about his. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is a humanitarian military veteran, mental health advocate, and environmental campaigner. He has dedicated his adult life to advancing causes that he is passionate about and that advance permanent change for people and places. He served for 10 years in the British Armed Forces, including 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan as a forward air controller and an Apache helicopter pilot. After completing his military service, the Duke founded the Invictus Game Foundation, a platform for wounded, injured, and sick service personnel to engage in sport to aid their rehabilitation. The international event is a globally celebrated display of resilience, community, and athleticism that has won acclaim for its impact and celebrating those that serve. Prince Harry is also a founder and or patron of a number of global charities and organizations, including Travelers, Center Bali, Well Child, and sits on the board of African Parks. I have a video on this channel regarding African Parks. There's some accusation that was made. Looks like there's a link to it. They put a link here. What is it? Oh, all of them. We could click on all of them to see more about them, but I want to focus on basic. Maybe each day when I do something I'll go into each one of them, but the thing is that there's some accusation that was made by a charity in the UK regarding African parks, and they sent a letter directly to one of the board members. They never say who. However, that organization asked for Prince Harry to resign because of whatever situation the accusation was. However, African Parks had asked that organization, look on the screen, I forgot the name of the I'll look. Survival International, that's the name of the organization that made the accusation. So it's based in the UK, and it asked for Harry to step down because of some wrongdoing of I don't know. I haven't come across where they resolve, where African parks resolve it. At the moment of this recording, it is under investigation based on the allegation. Oh shoot, what's the name of the Survival International has done? Okay, so let's move forward. All right, let's continue. In 2021, he was named Chief and Pack Officer at Better Up. There's a link to it as well. A world-class coaching platform that helps people everywhere achieve their own peak mental fitness. That same year, he served on the Aspen Institute Commission on Information Disorder, which brought together critical voices across the public, private, and civil society landscape to respond to the challenges created by growing disinformation. As I'm reading this, the thing that just popped up in my mind, what woman that marries Harry would be able to do these things? Because none of this, okay, I could support their work. I'm doing these videos every day for you guys to share whatever Meghan, the squad are sharing. But to be actually hands-on and do all those work, deal with different companies, different organizations, and do all those traveling, what woman will be able to support Harry on that? Because Harry, I've been telling people this is where he's at. This is where he's passionate about. Because there was an interview Harry did with William, I think Matt Waller, for a New York-based reporter. Okay, Harry have said what he was passionate about, what he will be doing.
What?
Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a policeman, but I haven't. I wouldn't want to be that now.
Most popular cop on the block.
Exactly.
What would you want to do?
I think I don't know. It's a really tricky question. It goes through my head lots. I'd like to fly helicopters, definitely. I'd like to be some sort of heli pilot, working for the UN maybe or something like that. Go off and do some, I'd have to be doing something active outside and doing sort of fun stuff, but with an edge to helping people.
How about you, Harry?
He'd probably sit in and play computer games and drink beer.
Thanks a lot. No, I honestly, I don't know how well this would get on, but I'd probably live in Africa. I'd like to spend all my time out there.
In a humanitarian
both. It would be a humanitarian aspect and as well as a sort of safari aspect. As a job, it'd probably be a safari guide, and then
it'd be really good for me because he wouldn't be around, you see, so I get the highest to myself.
At the same time, splitting my time between a charity, in the suture, probably the suture as well. If I became normal tomorrow, then I'd have
that word normal comes up a lot, doesn't it? It really is. It's kind of the holy grail out there.
I feel abnormal.
And you've been to the United States. You spent a little time in Tennessee. You mentioned Disney World. What are your impressions of the U.S.?
Horrible.
Oh my God! No.
That's the headline.
Yeah, exactly.
Harry calls U.S. horrible.
No, I think it's such an amazing place. It's so vast on such a massive scale, and there's so much to do, and it's so different.
I love America. I think it's brilliant. I have a really good time when I'm over there. Everyone's really friendly, welcoming, and yet they're very good at sort of not being too invasive. No, it's cool, and it'd be nice to get back to America sometime soon.
And some other interviews he did, he always mentioning these type of things. Alright, so Meghan was already doing many of these things already herself. So these kind of things, people who are truly into it, who do it for their own satisfaction, I would say, will be able to stand tall next to Harry. Alright, so let's continue. It just crossed my mind and I'm just sharing with you. Okay. He co-founded the Archewell Foundation alongside his wife Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, to serve communities in need. At the Archewell Foundation, the Duke and Duchess are committed to their mission. Show up, do good. They hold the value that charitable work should not simply be a handout, but rather a handheld. The couple also create Archewell Production. Okay, there's a link to it. To produce content programming that informs, elevates, and inspires. The Duke is the New York Times best-selling author of Spare, a memoir of his life told with compassion, vulnerability, and unflinching honesty. Spare was the publishing industry's fastest-selling nonfiction book, selling more than 1.4 million copies on its first day of publication. Prince Harry lives in California with his wife, Meghan, and their 2 children, Prince Archie and Princess Littlebet. This is so cute. So there's more here. Okay, so there's more about Invictus Games. There's a link to that. I'm glad they do that because people who, who comes here will easily connect with them. Travelers, Center Valley, Well Child, African Park, Better Up, Aspen Institute Commission, the Archewell Foundation, Archewell Production. So each one of these links are a different branch of stuff. Okay, so with that being said, let's go back to Twitter. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is what she put here. I'm not gonna read this. Okay, I just went through all of that. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so there's those links here. So the squad who did this did a very good job putting it together. I'm telling you, the squad are one heck of a group because they love to share those information. That takes time to put together. Okay, but I went straight to their website. So the link of their website will be the description. All right, so these are some of the comments. Oh, is that her? Yeah, she wrote she did a thread about it. So let's go into that. Okay, the update website for the office of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, also include their joint royal coat of arms. Absolutely love this. His Royal Highness Prince Harry and Her Royal Highness Princess Meghan. Okay, so there's that here. Okay, I love that. Wow, this is very interesting. Okay, so I believe this is Harry, right? The crown is on his head, right? Because he is the blood prince. Okay, I'm assuming this is Meghan. The crown is not on her head. I don't think she give a shit about the crown. Okay, so what is that around the neck? Okay, hopefully she explains some of these. Okay, so there's some flowers here. I'm pretty sure there's some connection in terms of the flower. This look like how do you call it? Maple thing from the leaf, like the Canadian use. What's the name of it? Okay, so there is some sort of connection with the UK monarch here. Okay, very interesting. Alright, so as I'm editing this video and I'm looking at the Harry and Meghan coat of arms, and I'm looking at the lion, now that it just struck me, I'm looking at the color red. It's like out there, you could see it. Okay, you have the nails of the lion in red, really dark red, and the tongue of the lion red as well, and whatever is in that particular thing around the neck of the lion has little pieces of the red, and I think it's also in connection with the crown. There's the crown with the red in it. I decided to go on Google to look for the symbol of red and blood. The first thing that crossed my mind was, the history of the monarchy in the UK. The atrocities that they caused throughout history. Okay, the claws is to take, and then you have the tongue, which is red. Eating the whatever the fruit and labor of the Commonwealth or slaves, and you name it. Okay, so you have the claws as part of the hand taking, and then they feeding themselves off of the backs of other people. So this is what just crossed my mind. I went over this a couple days ago. It didn't cross my mind until now that I'm editing it. So let me read what the meaning of red is, what I found here. Okay, what does the color of red symbolize? While red is the color most associated with love, it also the color most frequently associated with hatred, anger, aggression, and war. People who are angry are said to see red. Red is the color most commonly associated with passion and heat. Okay, so it's like a double sword kind of thing here. All right. So now the other thing that I look up is the symbolize of blood. Okay, usually life, health, and prosperity. But when it comes with the institution, you know, the bloodshed that they have caused throughout their history and all of that, and it continue, but it takes a different form. I don't want to go into that. I'm thinking of something else. But let's look at the symbolism of blood. Throughout time, blood has been associated with opposite, including life and death. That's the double sword thing here. Death, redemption, eternal life, innocence, massacre, okay? Massacre, sickness, therapy, nobility, malediction, you know, which bring destruction, evilness, and all of that. Hemophilia and the blue blood. Descendant of Queen Victoria. What does that mean? Hemophilia. Isn't that a sickness or something? Okay, I'll look that up. Generosity, transmission of infection, and attraction, repulsion. Yeah, so that's pretty much why they put that in the claw. And then obviously it's typical. Every tongue of any living thing is red, but to put it out there like that, and the symbol of the, what do we call it, coat of arm like this, it turned the face turn around to look at you, and it shows the red, and then the nails, and then the connection with the crown. That's pretty much it. And some part of the shield have the red in it. So yeah. All right, so let me look up the white and blue, because there's the side of the bird, the dove is white, and then part of the shield is blue. Let me look at for color white and blue. Let's look it up. And one of the things that I said I wanted to look at is hemophilia. Okay, so it's a medical term. Hemophilia comes from the German hemophil, from Greek roots hema, blood or stream of blood, and philia, which means to love, but can also have the sense of tendency to. The earliest recorded case of hemophilia was in the 10th century, but the disorder wasn't understood until the 1800s. Okay, so that's something different. So let's look at the color white. As I'm editing this video, like I said earlier, is that Harry and Meghan are in I'm saying Vancouver and Canada, Whistler, for their 1 year to go of the Invictus. Meghan is wearing white. She also wore white when she went to Netherlands the first day. It's almost like when you raise the white flag, you come in peace. You're not here to, you know, disturb or anything like that. You come in peace. That's what I get out of that color white. And that's what I said back in the Netherlands when Meghan first appeared in the Netherlands to accompany Harry. Okay, so let's look at here. White represents purity or innocence, while a bride wearing white was often thought to convey the bride's virginity. Blue, okay, so there's the blue here as well, that's in the shield, was once a traditional color worn by brides to symbolize purity. So the blue and the symbol on the shield, I guess purity as well, but I have the color blue by itself. I look it up. Okay, what does each color represent? Okay, red, passion, love, anger. Orange, energy, happiness, vitality. Yellow, happiness, hope, deceit. Green, new beginning, abundance, nature. Okay, I thought that was blue. Where is the blue here? Oh, I didn't put it. Symbol of color blue. Let me write it. Okay. Blue, what does the color blue symbolize? Okay, blue is a primary color across all matters of color space. It is the color of the ocean and the sky. It often symbolizes serenity, stability, inspiration, or wisdom. Very interesting. It can be calming color and symbolize reliability. Very interesting. So here there's the blue take dominance on the side of Meghan, because they did say that Meghan had input on the design of the coat of arms for her and Harry. So the blue, okay, very interesting. It represents serenity, stability, inspiration, or wisdom. Very, very interesting. Okay, so let's get back to the original recording. What really caught my attention was the red. with the claw and the tongue and then the crown, with all that connection, the side of Harry's side. Because when you look at the history of the monarchy, the system in the UK, destruction, war, destabilizing different cultures, okay, slavery, and all of that. All right, when I saw the red, that was the first thing that popped up in my mind. Even though I did the recording a couple days ago, it didn't cross my mind until now. All right, so let's get back to the original recording. Let's continue. I can stop visiting the new website for the office of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, sussex.com. All right, check out Archewell Foundation, section Archewell. It looks incredible. Watch Archewell Foundation Impact Report. I reviewed it. Oh my God, I am very sorry. Okay, I owe you guys a lot of content on some of the other organizations they deal with. I just don't have the time to do them. I plan on going back and do them whenever I have the time. They're doing so much and the squad talk a lot, and I have to share with you some of these things. So these are the things that keep me from doing some of those things. All right, so I don't want to go there because if there's videos, YouTube is gonna be giving me issues. So just go on their website to look at those things. All right, if I was focusing only on them, then I'll focus, you know, put screenshot and all of that. But there's so much I have to do tonight. Actually, the night is went really quick. All right, let's continue. It would be great to see these docu-series documentaries by Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, listed on the Archewell production page. You know, who knows, maybe, okay, so these are the things they've already done. Maybe it will be on their production part. Yeah, she did say Archewell production. Okay, as a side note, I will include the Me You Can't See because Prince Harry is the co-executive producer. I don't know if they're reading this online. Maybe they'll take the suggestion. Okay, what is that now? Okay, she's going to call KP and ask to speak to the manager. Alright, so let's go back because this is a thread. I just came from there. Okay, so I think I covered it. Okay, wow, it's true that you can hire a them. What is that? What's a them? Okay, black evil. Okay, what's a black a them? Okay, hire a them. Okay, so that's probably a deranger, but who knows. Let's go to the next tweet that I have for you guys. This one took me back to Archewell. To Sussex.com. So this is the second tweet. I love that the California poppy was included in Harry and Meghan's coat of arms. It's the official flower of the state of California. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I do not know. So this is the thing that she was showing a few minutes ago. There's the flowers here. There's that. Let's see here. Okay, on March 2nd, 1903. Okay, she went and looked into the history of it. California poppy, Escolosia california, became the official state flower of California. Government code section. Okay, the plant's bright orange flowers are an unmatched symbol of the golden state, perhaps viewed as a floral representation of the feel of the gold sought during the gold rush. Very interesting. The California poppy is commonly seen blooming in the spring and summer along country roads and freeways throughout much of the state, making this plant a highly recognizable symbol of California. And April 6th of each year is officially designated as a California Poppy Day. Okay, I learned something new here. I didn't know. Okay. I love how the lion has its tongue sticking out. Okay, I didn't... I just look at it. I didn't point this out. I point other things, but the squad saw this. I'll go back to it. Let me read some of the comment. Keep in mind, the part where I look up the colors was during the editing, not when I first recorded it. So there's another point here. When I first look at it, none of this came to mind. Alright, so let's get back to the original recording. Okay, I love how the lion has his tongue sticking out. Harry and Meghan shows up and the good, wonderful. Let's go to that. It is, and it's looking straight into us. It's like looking straight into us. It's a hey hey. You know what it remind me? When Harry was in the red car as a child, and he was sticking his tongue to the paparazzis, the photographers, and Princess Diana grabbed her and said, "Come on, let's go, stop being silly." That's what that reminds me of. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. I read everything. I just came back to see the time. And she's right. Next tweet. Okay, so these are other squad who's making reference to it. I'm not gonna click on this. These are the link to Sussex.com. Okay, Prince Harry and Meghan are relaunching their website under a new Sussex.com banner with links to their office, Archewell Foundation, and Archewell Production. Okay, the new Archewell Foundation website incorporates the mission to show up, do good, and list uplifting communities, restoring trust and information, and building a better online world as focus areas with related programs under each archewell.org. Okay, the Archewell Foundation URL has shifted to archewell.org, which is more typical for a non-profit organization. Okay. Alright, so they changed it from .com to .org. Okay, organization, yes. So I think what happened now, they have a vision. Before, remember, when you first started, you know, you fill the waters and you start doing things, and then while you in it, you realizing, okay, this could be different here, this could be here. So they're differentiating everything. That's what I see here. This is why the revamp and they, you know, they're doing this now. It's almost like me. When I first started, I always had PYTE, and my vision for that was to talk about politics, then the Sussexes, and then as I continue and I realize they're doing different things. There's lawsuit, there's this, there's organization, and all of that. And this is why I have 3 channels. And I was like, sometimes on one channel, when you're talking about, you know, pedophile, but you don't want to hear about charity, you know. So I hope that makes sense with you guys, because if I'm going all out and sharing the information, and for me, I feel like it's an investment. Well, not in terms of financial for me, because YouTube is not, I don't think YouTube is being fair, but whatever. But the thing is that if you see someone who's doing something good, that's good for society, and people will benefit from it, my children hopefully will understand and benefit from it, I will spend my time doing that. I don't mind doing it, and I enjoy sharing it. Many of the squad make it fun, and you see all the political aspect in it. So there's a lot when it comes to Harry and Meghan. When I first started, and I started bringing the pedophile part in it, because this is what I was seeing. I guess I was looking in the right direction of things, and I was seeing, you know, the political aspect of things. And many of the squad, maybe it wasn't squad, maybe it's one of the derangers who wanted to shut things down, who didn't want those proper information to be talked about. But at the beginning on PYTE, I was getting comment, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. And I was like, if you're following Harry and Meghan, these are the things that attach with them. That's what I was saying. And I was like, if I'm talking about Harry and Meghan, I cannot leave these parts out. So, and I was like, I guess you don't need to follow me. I told them that. So this is when you have, you know, the clear vision of what you're there for. So, and I was like, you know, I want subscribers, but at the same time, these are the topic that needs to be discussed when it comes to Harry and Meghan, because they're all about that. Anyway, let's continue with this. Okay, the new bio highlight Prince Harry and Meghan's focus area. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is a humanitarian, military veteran, mental health advocate, and environmental campaigner. Meghan is a major advocate for mental health, family care, and gender equity. Okay, so she put the link here. Can folks simply acknowledge and enjoy Harry and Meghan news without bringing up and making reference to others being in the comment? This is a form of discussion. When you see the derangers popped up, guess what? Flag them. That way you don't see their comment again, because this is a form of discussion. Look at in the last tweet where she said, oh, look at, I love how this, you know, pointing the tongue out. And I looked at it, you know, before that, I didn't bring this aspect of it. So this is a form of discussion. The one that you don't like, guess what? black. That's all. You won't see them again if they're bringing stupid things up. Okay, that's one thing I like about Harry and Meghan. They are progressive and move with the time. Okay, wow, there's going to be tears, something happening behind the scenes. Okay, there is no mention of the living legend of aviation. Maybe something they forgot. Okay, I love this so much. Okay, this is part of conversation. There's couple suggestion we hear about certain production, and then there's this comment here, living legend of aviation. That would be something nice to put up there too. Okay, I love this so much. This is so beautiful. The Derangers are going to cry. I love how they don't give any energy to the time she spent as working royal. Yeah, she's done with them. I think she's done with them. Yeah, look, I read this. I read her bio, and she did bring was it the cookbook and other things, but she just focused on minor things and then move on. I wonder if this has something to do with his quick meeting with his father. I mean, to put this together, it takes time. There's no way they will be do this in a couple of days. To buy the, how do you call this, the .com thing, the, what do you call this, I can't think of it right now. Okay, the website name. Okay, and then to do all these information, it takes time. So I don't think it's something that was done really quickly. Maybe now it's, I don't know, but I don't think Harry and Meghan love to, when things are done properly and effectively, and once they're ready, they launched it. So I guess they were ready leading up to the Invictus, maybe the 1 year thing. Alright, this makes more sense. Just the Archewell website will have been limiting. It allows for things they can share to be broader. Yeah, I think so too. Alright, okay, this shade of blue is so nostalgic. Reminds me of their Instagram. I love the uplighting, quotes, and how they wouldn't post any work unless it was completed and done perfectly. Yeah, this is what I was saying about the website. It wasn't, I don't think it's done right after they meet their father. Harry meets his father. Okay, their work then was great, but they were made for bigger things, scared but excited for what is to come. Alright, the haters and 3, 2, 1. Okay, love it. Looking forward to the updates. Also, love that not a single mention of the left behinds, just what they achieve via their own individual efforts, married or together as a couple. Yep. I love this. So many won't be sleeping tonight. Okay, I love it. I mean, by now, I hope their hard work is shedding light to people to see them for who they are, because these others, they're spending so much time and energy on just bashing on them. Meanwhile, in the UK, you have the entire system focusing on Harry and Meghan when people are hungry, charities are closing down. It's a mess over there. Okay, and the US is not that far off leading to the 2024 election, because this other guy who wants to get back into office is already letting us know. He's not hiding anymore. He's already letting us know exactly who he is. And I hope people in the US, American who are gonna vote, take it at face value. He's letting it be known. They need social media as well. They do too many things that sometimes go unnoticed, because some people, me included, normally don't go to the website without the link being posted in Insta or Twitter posts. That is true. That is true. And I guess this is how some of the squaddies who are not on Twitter get through some of my vacation. Through my videos, get to know what's going on. Okay, it's not every day I go on their website. If you have such a platform and you cannot use it for good, you are a waste of space. Good for them. Okay, I love this new website and layout, very much their style. Okay, wait for the Derangers to flood this post. We'll add to our mute challenge, I suppose. Yeah, we are in a mute challenge. Y'all are just playing with these Derangers now. They can't catch a break. I love this. For my fave, I love this. Something new for the Derangers to gossip about. Okay, just wait for all of them to turn into text. Alright, so there's more. Let's move on, because I need to at least edit one of the videos tonight, because I have a lot. Not what I'm recording today, what I did yesterday. Alright, next tweet. My favorite part of the update website. Okay. So she put that. I guess the color, the layout, the coat of arms. Okay. Okay, I like it a lot. Harry and Meghan's and the kids' coat of arms. Okay, looks like they might. Okay, why this? I'm having. Okay, it was small. Okay, I like it a lot. Harry and Meghan's and the kids' coat of arms. Okay, look like they might be taking some of the loads of Charles. Otherwise, this new change would have happened without Charles giving them the go-ahead to use their coat of arms. But then they changed it. Okay, I have to look when I'm editing. I'll look what it was in the UK if it's different to here, because let me see. Now it makes sense to have all these projects foundation under Sussex umbrella since they are scattered separately. Invictus, Archewell, Travelers, Centre Ballet. Okay, why is she mentioned permission from what? From Charles. But I just read one of the squaddies did her own investigation. I'm taking at face value. The red poppy, the yellow flowers was California. Okay, let me look instead of guessing. Okay, so I found it. That was okay. So it's the same that was in the UK. Okay, Royal Wedding 2018, Meghan Markle coat of arms reveal. So there it is here. The coat of arms created for the Duchess of Sussex that reflects her Californian background has been unveiled. It includes a shield containing the color blue, representing the Pacific Ocean and rays of symbolism's sunshine. The Duchess worked closely with the College of Arms in London to create the design, Kensington Palace said. Okay, so there's that here. The lion supporting the shield on the left is an image that dates back to early medieval time and relates to her husband, the Duke of Sussex. The songbird supporting the shield on the right related to the Duchess of Sussex. Okay, that represent Meghan, that represent Harry. Okay, traditionally wives of members of the royal family have two, one of their husband's supporters on the shield and one relates to themselves. Beneath the shield is California's state flower, the golden poppy, and winter sweet, a flower that grows at Kensington Palace and was also depicted on the Duchess' wedding veil. Okay, Harry and Meghan attend first royal event. How do you get a coat of arms? Okay, so that's different. I'll leave the link in the description. The three quills illustrate the power of words and communication. Okay, the Duchess has also been assigned to coronet bearing flowers, the leaves and strawberry leaves. Alright, so these and that. Okay. Alright, you could go and read more. Alright, so I just wanted to, you know what, for the sake of this video, let's read it so I don't give you work. Alright, so where was I? Okay, I just read this, leaves. Okay, Gardner King of Arms Thomas Woodcock, who is based at the College of Arms, said, quote, the Duchess of Sussex took a great interest in the design. So her input was put in it. So that's good to know. So they can go and change it now. Maybe I should archive this. Okay. Helde as a mean of identification has flourished in Europe for almost 900 years and is associated with both individual people and great corporate bodies such as cities, universities, and for instance, the livery companies of the City of London. Okay, in 2011, a coat of arms was designed for the family of the Duchess of Cambridge, then Kate Middleton. Okay, so this is where I stop. I don't care about the rest. I'm only here for Harry and Meghan. Okay, so there's that here. I'll put the link in the description. I probably will archive it. Maybe let me do it now before I forget. So I'm archiving it right now. I just took this, copy it, bring it here, paste it, and that. And then later, there it is here. So this is the new thing here. Alright. So they don't change it because now on this one they're saying Meghan put a lot of thought behind it. She had some input in it, so she knows her history and stuff. So before you know anything positive about Meghan, they want to remove it. Or Harry, they want to remove it. So while it's stated there, you know, the UK love to rewrite history, so I archive it. It stays like that. So I'm gonna share it. I put the link here. Share it on Twitter. All right, post, and they have it here, so other people could have it. Okay, so let's go back. Where was I? Okay, so this was the tweet that I was in, and I wanted to find out because I was reading some stuff here, and then I wanted to make sure, and I went and looked the research of the coat of arms, did the archive. I was sidetracked completely. All right, so let's continue with the tweet. Okay, I like it a lot. Harry and Meghan's and the kids' coat of arms. Okay, looks like they might be taking some of the load of Charles. Otherwise, this new change wouldn't happen without Charles giving them the go-ahead to use their coat of arms. I don't think they could say anything about them now. Okay, because this is theirs. Harry is still part of the royal family, and I don't know. Okay, I don't think they have a right what they could tell them anything. Let me read some of the comment here. Nah, it makes sense to have all this project. Okay, so I read these already. Okay, there will be a ghastling of teeth and sunken island. Yep. All right, they're wine weeping and wailing on that island. They already started. Oh my God, the jealousy is really something. But what are they doing themselves? They're going around the world pillaging and grab stuff, natural resources. When somebody's trying to do something for themselves, they get upset. What kind of... This has to be full-blown evil. Okay, they dropped this today. Looks really nice. Yep, thumbs up, link. There's this and there's that. Okay, they're talking about whatever was happening in the, was it African pox? All right, it's not Harry's fault. They do an investigation. Who knows? Maybe they might give these people a few bucks to lie. So African pox is trying to get, do its own, and well, it's not them who's doing the investigation. They bring in a third party to the investigation. But what's that? Survival International, who made the allegation, do not want to help African pox to get to the bottom of it. Instead, they put it out there and start smearing and say they're BS, but they don't want to help. Do they really care? I don't think so. They just want to make sure Harry does not succeed. But if there is any kind of whatever the allegation is, people need to get the perpetrators and make them pay for the crime that they did. But if you want to help, if you really care about the victim, guess what? You should be helping African pox. Alright, so let me move on. Let me read this and then that's it. While everyone was surprised at Prince Harry's brief meeting with his father, I immediately thought Harry went there to sign important documents. I think King Charles III has given the Sussexes those part-time terms they requested from the beginning, hence the website relaunch. I think it was in the making. I don't know. I think it was in the making. They were waiting leading up to the Invictus. That's my opinion. But the reason I think Charles called Harry, which I've been saying the day of, was for Harry to remove those lawsuits. Because there was about 115, I believe, headlines that they needed to go over that will equal to 2 lawsuits. 2 or 3 other additional lawsuits. So I think this is why Charles called him. And Harry probably said no. And then the following day, the UK tabloid went on a, I don't know, terrorist type of mentality. Because I wasn't able, I could have, but I didn't want to because the thing was so vile. So they went on after them. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Alright, so where was I? Let me pause and make sure. Alright, so this I added. Originally I said I had 11 tweets, but now it's 12. I add this while I was looking for different things. Okay, I just add that. Alright, so let's go over it. Okay, House of Sussex. Yes, I love it. Let's see here. Okay, it's very blurry. So if you could read it, read it. Let me see if I could see it. The Duchess's supporter, holder of the shield, is a, what is it? It's very blurry, so I'm trying to make the best of it. Okay, is a songbird with wings elevated as it's flying and as if flying, and an open beak, which with the quill represent the power of communication. Okay, it has Prince Harry's gold coronet around its neck. Okay, so that's that here. So it's like the connection with Harry. Okay, so there's that here. The initial RJP and the right hand corner refer to the artist Robert Paulson from the College of Arms. Okay, the two golden rays across the shield are symbolic of the sunshine of the Duchess home state. Okay, the three quills represent communication and the power of words. It is understood this refers to her career as an actress and activist. Okay. The blue background represents the Pacific off the California coast. Meghan was born in LA. Okay. I mean, I read some of the things from the website as well. Alright. Beneath the shield are golden poppies, California state flower, and winter sweet ornament Chinese shrub which grew at Kensington Palace. Okay. Very blurry. I'm surprised I could even make up the words. Okay. Harry's crest. Okay, based upon the quarters arms of England, Scotland, and Ireland. Okay, Harry's supporter, the lion born with a white collar, featured the three red escalop from Princess Diana's coat of arms. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see here. Coronet laid down by the royal warrant 1917 for the son and daughters of the heir apparent, composed of two crosses. Okay, parted for, I cannot make the word here, two strawberry leaves. Okay, so that's that. Okay, alright, I love that they chose to use Meghan's coat of arms, which also include Harry's, instead of their mixed coat of arms. I also thought the bird was way better than the unicorn. Okay, so what is that here? Instead of the unicorn. So what is this here? Was that theirs when they married? Okay, I'm not sure. So there's that cross. I would like to, you know, one thing I realized, all of the royals, okay, you could see the one from Netherlands, from Denmark, they have this cross. This is like some sort of a, how will I say, some sort of an organization that they are the royals or something. So who's that? Is that Harry's and unicorn? That's like fantasy. And what is that? Is that a chain? What the hell? It's locked in. That looks like a chain around the neck, and it secures on the ground. What the F? Unicorn. Unicorn is fake, so why? Okay, I don't understand this. I hope, well, I didn't look into the other one. Let's see, do I still have it open? Yes, I do. Alright, so that's this one. That's for William and Kate, I think. So there's the chain here, anchored at the bottom, but it seems like the chain is anchored in front here. And here, which, where is it? It's more in the back, right? Look where this is anchored in the back, and this one, it's more in the front. But so what does that mean? Why they have this around the neck? Okay, I guess I don't know. I should have read the thing, but this is one coat of arm. All right, let's see here. Okay, no, it's not. It is the combination coat of arm of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. You can see Harry's coat red, and the element of Meghan's, those white feathers. The one you'd post is Meghan's. Willie's and Kate's is the one below. Is this one? Okay, that's what I was saying. Wait a second. Willie and Kate's below. See how it has extra things because he is the heir. Okay, what the hell? Okay, so there's all of these things. That's the extra. Okay, I don't want to focus too much on that. It's too confusing for me. But why this? The unicorn, and then there's the chain. Okay, so there's this here, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge here. Okay, combine the shield of Prince William and Middleton family. But I think, let me see. No, that is still that's the Cambridges. Alright, let me pause because I'm taking too long looking at this. So I was getting confused. I just went on Twitter, on Google, and typed combination coat of arm of Harry and Meghan. So this is that here. They still put the chain around that one, and it's anchored. Why do they put a chain on a woman? Okay, these represent the woman, and they have it for the Pt1 too. There's that here. I guess every woman who marry into the royal family, this is what they do. But the new one that Harry and Meghan did, there's none of that. There's the freedom here, the bird. Okay, unicorn is fake. It's like fantasy. It's like, this is what they're telling you. You're part of them, but in reality, you're not. You're just a unicorn, because the unicorn doesn't exist. So you don't exist to them. That's the way that I see it. Okay, so that's that. Let me not spend any more time on this. Alright, so I'm already, wow, 50 minutes, and I have more. Next one.
Evolution. This is the future. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
You realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility.
We're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to, over time, try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
Today is April 6, 2023. It is 2:44 p.m. So I have a little bit of time, and I thought, let me get this initial video out. Whenever I have time, I'll record. So this is the first video for this channel. Well, I should say second video, because I did like an introduction in terms of what this channel will be focusing on, more in terms of background of Harry and Meghan kind of thing, and things that they have said in the past. So I decided to create this channel to focus mostly on their charitable work. I don't know which direction I'm gonna go with it, but it will be definitely focused on their charitable work. So I thought, since I have the time, let me go over their website to give a basic idea of where they're coming from. And I was looking at their website before I started recording. One of the things I was thinking of doing was to highlight each of these organizations they have helped or they're part of, Then I said, you know, let me just read, go over their webpage, and then go over the impact report. And then maybe another video, I'll do a review of the organization.